Coming up on this episode,
I'm trying.
I have no idea what's happening.
arcane sigils and letters in the language of androids.
Holy shit.
A lone bed sits in the gutted hull of a skyfaring vessel, its many blankets bundled around a humanoid figure. It's dark in here, except for a dim green light spilling forth from beneath the bed. It's quiet too, except for the howl of the storm outside, and it's cluttered, messy, except for the space around the bed, which appears to be kept relatively clean. Suddenly, something stirs beneath the bed, the green light stirring with it. A few days' travel into the Bedouin Isles, our party has come upon a strange blizzard. After speaking with Bogue and learning that Zenod left for a specific sky island almost 5 years ago, the Penumbra set out to track him down. On the way, the party and the crew discussed many things: romance, training regimes, and bottles of wine. Now, only 20 or so miles from said island, we cut to Thress having just pointed out a snowstorm that does not appear to be moving in accordance to the wind. And as she points it out, you notice that you are moving closer to it, but it does not appear to be acting like a normal storm. It is not approaching you. It is just there.
Like we're approaching it.
Yes. Like normally weather comes with the wind, right? Yeah, it's not doing that. You're probably about 20 miles out from the island. Dead ahead is what it seems like.
Is it like a solid clump or like a storm?
No, it's like a storm. It's like a blizzard.
What the fuck?
It's definitely a little weird because it's not acting like a normal in terms of like its movement. It definitely just clearly looks like just a blizzard.
How far ahead of us is it?
A couple 100 feet they picked it out from.
I just turned to phosphorus and be like, magic?
It's my guess, but
Yeah, probably.
Protection for the island?
Not Zenod. Bogue did mention that the weather does a lot of weird things around the islands. So like this might just be like one of those things.
yeah, if we get close enough, I could try to spell it.
Okay. Yeah.
Dispel it.
Yeah.
I thought you said smell it. And I was like, you hang out too much with Mick. I'm telling you right
We gotta get pretty close to 120 feet.
All right.
Should we wake the others?
I would, just to be safe, we don't really know what's going to happen to us. I would probably avoid going to the crow's nest in case anything crazy were to
Archie? Oh,
happen.
sorry.
But yeah, just to make sure that you aren't thrown from it.
Yes.
Archie, could you get the other two up here?
Aye. Archie comes to your door, Eamon.
Yes.
Eamon,
Yes, Archie, yes.
Phosphorus sent me to awaken you and call you up deck.
Okay.
He goes to your
I'll be
door,
there.
Diego. Diego,
Yes.
Phosphorus sent me to awaken you and call you up deck.
Why?
There is a storm.
So?
It's not approaching.
What does that mean?
I am unsure. Would you like me to go check?
Yes.
He goes back up.
I just start getting ready to get up and go.
Okay, word.
I guess I'll just put on my poncho and scarf and walk up
Okay, yeah.
above deck.
See you two make your way up.
Ugh, what is this all about?
Are you still approaching it? Because you'd probably be in it by now.
It might be better.
Once we're 120 feet away, I'd try to cast a spell.
I'll go lock myself.
Okay.
I should go strap myself in the crow's nest. I can see through this at all times.
Yeah.
Correct.
I can see straight through it. Do
you-
I see anything through
No,
it?
you don't see anything through, which is probably to imply. And you would also know you're about 20 miles out.
I just see deeper
still
into it.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
can't see all the way through
Yeah.
it. But it's like if I see anything, like I will be able to see things coming.
If something
from
is in it, you will be able to see it
farther
far
away.
easier than anyone else. Yep.
I'll have Sombra. Sombra. Wow. Sulfur.
Jesus.
Sombra.
Yeah, I'll have sulfur just in my pocket.
Okay.
Out of the tattoo form.
But yeah, you like draw the magical formula and it like just kind of like disperses out. Doesn't do anything.
Well,
This could just be an independent
goes a
weather
6th level
system
spell.
of an island.
Yeah.
Best we not take chances.
Yeah, but could I roll something to see if this could just be, have I seen weather systems on other islands that just seem to stick to that island?
Why don't you roll?
Nature?
Yeah.
'Cause that's kind of my first
Probably nature.
inkling with this. 23.
You haven't seen this before, but it's also worth noting you also kind of feel like you haven't had the opportunity to see this. A lot of the stuff.
Does it sound like something that Bogue described a little bit?
Yeah, it's definitely in line with that. The question is that it could be naturally occurring. It could be something magically due to the island. Like
Does
there's
my
a lot
detect
of
magic
weird
go off?
No, it does not. But you are also aware that there's a lot of things that could like cause this.
Magic could
Within
cause
long
it.
range,
The snow
yeah.
itself isn't magic.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't seem like the weather itself is magic. It could be caused by something magical, but
All right, well,
I'll just go open the crow's nest and let you guys know if
Yeah,
I
you
You
see
can navigate
anything.
us through.
Sure, I can try.
I'm going to start passing out the Winter Wolf elixirs to anyone on deck.
There is
Okay,
a strap in the crow's nest, right? To, like,
Oh yeah,
strap yourself
there
in?
would
Okay.
absolutely be.
Do we know roughly of how long we've been traveling, about how far away we are at this point?
Couple hours.
Couple hours. Okay. We should probably let the crew sleep for an hour more, but I think everyone should be alert.
By the time you,
At least the
if you
ones
did
that
the
are
math, by the
combat
time
capable.
you were close to getting there, everyone would be up anyways.
Okay.
6 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah, because they have to be on shift at 6 a.m., so they'd be up before then, and you'd probably get there around 6 a.m. So it actually would work up. Everyone can kind of be all hands on deck if needed for
Yeah.
whatever's going on.
At least the combat ones on deck, if there's any of them
I
sleeping
am
right
running
now.
out of alchemy slots.
I think just Gil's the only combat one.
We should just go
Who's
get Gil.
asleep? Yeah, you can guys go get Gil up. He's also, from what you picked up, he's very perceptive. I mean, he can't see through snow like Eamon, but he is still very perceptive. But yeah, you guys head into it. It's a little windy, not too windy, but definitely this would be considered difficult terrain for your ship. It's snowing pretty heavily. For everyone, it's probably 120 feet of visibility. Eamon, it's pretty unaffected, obviously. Not pretty. He is unaffected by it. Not pretty. Sounds like I called you
I
ugly.
am not pretty.
Yeah. Anything specific? Any orders you specifically want to give while you make your way through this? Any specific like setups of where people are you want to give while you make your way through this? Any specific
I would
places you guys
Tell
want to be or be
people to
doing?
not stand too close to edges just to be safe.
Okay.
I'd say non-combatants or
Below deck,
steering people. I mean, we don't even.
Why do we need combatants out here, to be honest?
Well, I mean, we got woken up for a reason.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
We're approaching on...
Even just the idea that the combat people have most likely better footing of not falling off the ship if something goes
Yeah,
wrong.
reflex saves are probably
Hey, if
high.
anything comes on the,
The people
ship...
can stay who are like steering the ship, obviously, but
Yeah, you probably want
anyone non-essential stay below deck.
It's a whack.
yeah. See the steering wheel? Dude, I really gotta get this down. Yep, Weck. You probably want Weck on a steering wheel. He's easily your most competent pilot. Now you guys have been driving a while. He does have a plus 16 to piloting law.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He's good at what he
Good
does.
God.
Yeah.
We're plus 18, actually.
If we could pay him,
I think
that's
it's a
why
2+
we pay him
for my
the
ship.
big bucks.
Hell fucking
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Could I just keep rolling perception to
Yeah,
see?
I was just about to
things
say, can you
coming?
give me a perception? Anyone else on the deck can roll perception? -4 circumstance.
9.
Lord, I'm rolling like ass.
It's above a 10, but I don't know if I want to risk a coin or not.
13.
23.
I'll do a
Does
coin.
anyone not have dark vision? It's still dark out, isn't it?
6 a.m.?
Yeah. While you're currently moving, it is dark, but it will soon, the sun will soon crest. But right now it would be considered dark, yes.
Do you need it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give him a dark vision.
I think
elixir.
Eamon needs it as well.
Yeah, I would need one
I'll
too.
give you one too.
Okay. So,
It lasts for an hour.
I got the same as Diego, 23.
okay.
Yeah, I rolled really good.
Yeah, I was going to say you get -4, huh?
I used a coin and it was lower.
So you guys don't see anything as you make kind of the couple hours through.
I'd probably be close to the bow.
Okay. By the time the dark vision elixir wears off, there will be enough light that dim light vision will or low light vision will cover it, which everyone else has. It's just all of the most evident thing is that the temperature kind of steadily drops. By the time the couple hours have passed, it's probably getting close to dangerous level where like anyone being out in this without some decent protection and maybe some good fortitude saves would start
Is that above severe?
suffering effects. Yeah, but it's extremely cold. You guys are closing in on like low 50 degrees.
Negative 50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
negative
Oh.
50 degrees. I meant yeah.
The low
Warming up.
50s.
It's above
Dear God.
freezing.
53 degrees.
Yeah, we're all from
California.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
It's not quite there yet, but it is worth noting because the closer you're getting,
Cast a wall of
worse
fire
it
around
starts to
myself.
get.
I cast
Ship on
fireball.
fire.
I die.
You also clearly kind of hit a point. Well, not clearly, but it also, over the next couple minutes, it's close to 6, the weather and snow really starts to pick up. It would be considered greater difficult terrain, and Wex making a piloting check.
Can I assist at all with the navigation stuff?
Yeah, 100%. He would normally have a circumstance of -4. I'm just going to null and void that because you can be his eyes.
I just remembered I have those tattoos that I can see 4 times farther than normal.
Yes.
That is probably hindered by
Yes,
that,
yeah.
but I just don't know if you remembered that.
You would also know Thress has that as well. Those are the star-shaped scars around her eyes.
Fucking copycat.
I had it before you.
Nope.
Been in local life for 30 years.
Nope. Couldn't be true.
Yeah, he gets a 28
I rolled kind of
on
low.
his check. Why doesn't everyone on deck, as the wind's kind of howling around you, it is snowing very bad. The unseen servants are having a hard time keeping the snow off the deck.
What?
It's like
real quick.
buckets
Sorry,
of water
what's
off the edge.
What are the stages of cold?
I know it's severe and then extreme, or the highest 2, I
Okay.
believe. I don't know what's under that.
Yeah, because I'm good for both of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
My legs only stops severe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because mine stops extreme. As
Can I actually take another elixir?
Of what?
Winter step elixir.
Sure. What is that?
The frigid white elixir whitens your feet, lightens your steps, enabling you to walk across ice and snow without difficulty. You ignore the uneven ground and difficult terrain caused by ice and the difficult terrain caused by snow, reducing greater difficult terrain caused by ice or snow to ordinary difficult terrain.
So he's
Word.
got big grippers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eamon, give me a perception check. I'm giving him one first because he can see a lot further than everyone.
24.
24 is really good. You notice kind of off in the distance this dim red light. It kind of reminds you of the Blitz Orbs light. It looks down quite a ways, a couple hundred feet down. A couple hundred feet
It looks
ahead
down.
of
What do you mean?
So, like,
Lower than
below
us.
you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
The light does not look down.
I didn't know if it
Yes.
was like spotlighting.
Eye of
No,
Sauron.
Yeah, it just looks like this. It's still too far away to make out what is giving this off, but a dim light akin to a Blitz Orb. But from the size of it, it looks like it would be quite large.
I would just shout down to Weck, you said?
Whack.
Yes.
I would say, light ahead. Looks like a blitz orb. Can't quite tell from here. 200 feet down.
Guide me to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll
I'll
Down.
just like shout instructions to him.
take you guys to it. He'll slow down a bit though.
Turn the engine
I mean, he
off.
already can't go very quick just because. Well, you can see actually, so he trusts you. Never mind, because since the visibility is so low, that's problems.
Just like the old days.
So, as you get close, Eamon, you obviously before everyone else pick up what looks to be a snow-covered top deck of a skyfaring vessel. There's a large Blitz Orb, looks to be about 10 feet round in the middle of the deck, kind of like where your guys' mast is.
Slow down. Slow down.
Yeah.
It's the top of a ship.
There's no sky shard or handle on the back of it, like the steering wheel, so to speak. There's kind of the basic setup. There's a door that leads into the bow. The ice it looks like a bunch of ice has built up around it. It's kind of in sort of a crater.
Yeah, okay.
But it's in sort of a crater, but the top deck itself, all of the hull is pretty much covered with ice. It's like iced up to the top deck is all you can see. But yeah.
I would signal for him just like, stop the ship.
Okay, yeah, you can stop it.
I would unbuckle myself and crawl down from the... Everyone's on deck, right?
Yeah, now that you guys are closer, you guys can see the light. You can't see what he sees.
I would just
But you
make the
can't see the
signal, like roll my hand in the air for all the team leaders to come
yeah.
meet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can go down to our parent if we want to check it out.
Yeah, it looks like the top deck of a ship covered in ice except for a large blitz orb.
Well, we might need you. I look at Phosphorus.
I think
you
a
can
small
crack
crew of
this?
us could go down.
Well, we could just ferry down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or if we, I mean, we get close
take
enough, we can
part-
climb down on ropes.
Are we like right above it?
I don't,
pretty much.
How close did we get before it was like, stop?
However close you wanted. You could have probably made that all of those details at like 100 to 200 feet away. So
If we're
Or
going to
100 feet
mount
away,
it,
we'll
probably
call it.
have us just get closer.
Yeah, I mean, I trust Whack with his paladin skills. He could probably get us pretty
you
close.
also there are we've never gone over this because you haven't needed to. There are ways to like sink into the ground with this to dock or to land on just like flat ground. There are like these prongs that come out.
There's no ground around it though, right?
It's just ice.
Maybe we
But-
don't. We don't.
Wait,
wanna end
is
up
the
on-
ship's on the ground?
What?
Yeah,
The-
it's stuck
the
in
ship
ice.
we're seeing.
Glacier.
Yeah. It's like iced up to
I thought you just meant it was so cold there was ice on the top deck.
No.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
what I
like
was thinking.
all you can make is
This
the top
makes
deck.
so much more sense.
Think ground, the top deck like is the ground. And all of that in itself is in what looks to be kind of a crater.
So the whole ship's
Um,
encapsulated in ice except for
yeah.
that one part.
Yeah, except for the top deck.
Maybe we don't land the ship in case whatever caused that to freeze could happen to us.
I would agree.
Yeah, we can float above
Yeah,
it for a while.
for sure.
Climb down on ropes.
If you all want a ferry, I can ride Perrin down.
Sure.
Okay, so
I
you
think
three
that's
on a on a ferry, and you ride Perrin down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's bring. Is there anyone we want to bring with us or no?
I don't think anyone can fit
Maybe-
right now.
Do you want to
Maybe-
leave?
We can bring
We
another ferry, but
Yes, we should maybe leave the combatants just in case something were to happen up here.
agreed.
Do we have communication of who's in charge while we're gone?
I
This
trust.
is more important now.
I trust the rest.
Well, I see right now.
What about Weck?
Weck might be a good one.
Steering
Yeah.
the ship.
Yes, he could probably call the shots a lot better. That's a
Okay.
good idea.
And if they're within 500 feet, I can cast message to any of them if we need to.
Mm-hmm. It would be as you go down.
I'm assuming we do have the 12 temporary hit point from.
Yep.
Cool.
You guys will always have the temporary hit points unless you start spending days away from Baptiste.
All right, let's ferry down. Could I be? Yeah, I mean, I guess as we get closer, I will keep seeking.
I'll pilot us down.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
fine.
fly
Give me a piloting
near,
check.
near them.
Arcana?
Arcana or Arcana. Yep.
Did I touch these boats at all? I can only deal with one. Never mind.
Yeah, you can only have one. Hello, GM Jack here with a quick rules explanation. Phosphorus picked up a few vehicle mechanic archetype feats between seasons, one of which allows him to have a signature vehicle. Essentially, his signature vehicle is the vehicle that he pours his heart and soul into, tinkering with every little part of it to make sure it performs as best it can. Said signature vehicle grants bonuses to anyone piloting it, which is what happened earlier when Phosphorus talked about giving a bonus to Weck's piloting check, and what Phosphorus and I were just discussing with that bonus not applying to the fairies, as he can only have one signature vehicle, and while the fairies are on the Penumbra, they are not the Penumbra, which of course is his signature vehicle. So, if Phosphorus brings up some specific vehicle/engineering ability as the season goes on, odds are he's talking about a vehicle mechanic archetype feat. Now back to the action.
31.
Yeah, you get down fine.
God, I need better dice.
Perrin is obviously flying slower because this is greater difficult terrain for anything in the air, but it is not. Obviously, you just fly through. There's no danger. Yeah, like I said, it looks like classic Redwood deck. There's this large blitz orb. Like I said, there's no sky shard poking out towards the stern. It looks to be like sealed off with wood.
Is the Blitz Orb like activated at all?
Yep. It's giving
That's
off
glowing.
light and heat. There's a lot of blitz in there. So you land the ferry on the deck.
Yeah.
There is, just like on your guys' ship, towards the bow, that slightly elevated area that has a door that presumably leads below deck. Other than that, the only thing you guys really see on the top of the deck is the blitz orb.
Is it keeping the ice away? Does it look like?
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
it's keeping most of the top deck warm enough that no ice is really gathering, and the snow is melting about as quick as it's landing. The other thing of note that Eamon and Renister, you two pick up as you land, kind of as you land and get off the thing, and well, I guess you would stay on Perrin, but you kind of disturb the snow enough that you see several spiked, not deep, just like something walked on it, not like something was taken to it. Several spiked indents in the shape of a shoe, roughly on the main hole,
Like ice climbing shoes almost, yeah.
pretty much.
Can I look around and see if there's any more around here, like on the wall, like as it kind of dips in? Or
Yeah, if you want to
like more than one individual,
look
or?
at the ice around it as well, because it's put away. Yeah, give me a perception.
How
You wanna do that?
How much bulk is this thing of
Thing?
Blitz Orb? Yeah, how
A
much?
decent amount.
Like 20?
It's a nat 20.
No,
Okay.
18.
less than that. Nat 20, 18.
Yes, so 29.
Yeah, it looks like a couple things. It looks like there's a decent amount of these, but it's hard to tell because you have no idea how long this has been here, whether or not that's a lot of movement from one thing. They all look the same at the very least.
Same size.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
The other thing of note is that a lot of the ice around this appears to what looks like to have been like picked away, like with a large pickaxe. Like it was dug out.
They excavated this part.
Yeah, to like from what it looks like, it's just like upkeep to keep the top of this open to the air.
Does
and not
does
have it engulfed.
Blitz? I guess this would be a question for Phosphorus. Phosphorus, does Blitz have to be like turned on? Or
Well,
does
it's currently working right now.
I know, but would it just stay on if you left it on for ever?
No,
Or does
you have to actually like repeatedly activate it. So someone might be below deck
because
right
it couldn't have been running for 5 years, say.
No.
Correct.
Because it looks like this has all been excavated and clearly walked on. So someone would have to have activated this recently, you said?
Yeah, do I have a time frame?
I mean, one this big, it could probably run for days on its own, but it'd have to be
years.
reactivated.
Do
again,
any
yeah.
of the entrances? So are any of the entrances unfrozen?
Yeah, there's no entrance where the kind of the hatch that leads to the engine normally. That's just not there. It's just wood. However, it looks like you could get. I mean, it could be locked. Most of these doors don't actually. That door doesn't have a lock on it normally, but the ship that goes kind of into the elevated bow part, and then like down into the rest of the ship.
Do we want
That
to go
seems fine.
down?
I can.
Yeah, I mean,
I
try
think-
at least check
I
the
think so.
boat out.
I would
Why
have
don't we-
Perrin drop me off and then go back up.
Okay, for sure.
Could we? I don't know. I mean, I guess we haven't been stealthy so far. We landed a pterodactyl. If someone's here, they know we're here.
No, I didn't land.
Oh, you didn't
I was
land.
floating above.
Well, if we're just walking around,
Well, you
talking
landed
full
now.
volume.
Well,
Yeah.
he dropped me off.
If there's something below deck, you have just been walking on it.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's
In my
pretty
head, I was
normal.
going to say I could go ahead and check it out.
I think this could be more of a rescue operation than anything
True.
else.
This could be a crash.
You could.
with this much heat, you could be fine. But
Yeah, you could start doing it quietly now if you wanted, so somebody didn't know it was coming below deck. But
I
yeah.
can go check what's below deck without being seen, if you'd like.
I'm very
Report back.
stealthy as well.
I can just turn invisible.
we might also.
So can I.
if they
Let's
do
go
catch you,
that.
if they do catch you though, they might make them spooked or wary of us.
Maybe we should just go below deck. It's also cold as hell out here.
Yeah.
Not next to this giant warm blitz orb.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty cold out here,
All right,
but
all
that
right.
is helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still wind.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm just trying to advocate for your way of doing things, Phosphorus.
We blow it up?
Sneaking in first.
Oh,
The step one of your plan,
All right.
not the final step of your plans.
Do you want me to take point?
Sure.
Take my
Whatever
shield
works.
and whip out.
I'll cast light on the edge of your shield.
Okay. Everybody want to be
Guessing it's dark in there.
on guard, meaning if you want anything drawn for combat, you already have it drawn if that comes up. I just want to clarify
Yeah.
so we don't.
I'm going to cast
This won't spook him.
True Sight.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of draw
I'm
the
cautious.
That's for
stuff
10,
and
that's for 10
covers your
minutes.
eyes. Okay. So yeah,
I'm a friendly lizard.
you
See.
go into this area. It appears
Which
pretty-
entrance are we going in again? Sorry.
The only
You're
one.
going into the just normal like door that leads into the elevated
And it
bow
is unlocked?
section. Yes, it is unlocked. There's a little bit of like
Stuck.
It seems like it hasn't been opened super recently, but with how the weather is, that could be like a couple hours with the way
Right.
this stuff's built up. Who knows? But yeah, there are. There's not a lot of. There's a couple crates and boxes in here. All of them appear to be empty. They're just kind of like in the corner, stacked on each other. There's the stairs to the starboard and port sides that just lead down further into the hall. You guys want to head down?
Is anything going off on my detect magic?
No.
Oh, also, I would have parked the, I guess, ferry or skiff like next to the Blitz Orb.
Okay.
That way it won't freeze over.
Wonderful.
It's just in a snowdrift.
Yeah. But yeah, you head down into what looks to be a completely gutted hole. Like there's no walls of any kind. There are several workstations clearly meant to house clockwork constructs. There's a handful of desks and tool sets. There's a small pile of sky shard in the stern, which is the back of the ship, as well as a much larger workstation. This like set of scaffolding, probably 15 to 18 feet tall, in the center of this hole on the starboard wall. So your guys is left as you're walking down, but if you're looking at the ship from the back, the right side, starboard, in the middle of a lot of this mess, there is a bed with the rough shape of a humanoid laying in it.
Should I call out for it?
Sure. I mean, yeah. It hasn't hurt us yet.
Hello? You there?
You say that, it kind of like echoes out throughout the gutted hole. There's no response.
I would just start slowly moving
Same.
towards it.
Anything
Okay, we'd
on
all
detect magic?
The sky shard, obviously, in the back.
Anything on this person?
Creature?
Do I see anything with true sight?
I can try
No.
to make it higher level too if I need to.
No, I don't think there's anything on him.
Okay.
All of you do notice you think you just catch a bit of movement under the bed. And that bit of movement you do catch, though, Eamon, does seem magical in some way.
There's something under the bed.
We mean no harm.
We just saw that your ship was stuck.
Could I roll medicine on this creature as we get closer?
Are we in the dark?
Well, I don't think.
No,
Yeah,
he
you
has
have a-
light on
you-
cantrip
you-
on
yeah,
his
no,
Are
shield.
there any?
Well, my
light-
lantern would also
There's
be
no
on.
natural light in here, no.
So there's no like light sources that are like off right now.
Well, yes, there are blitz orbs that are not activated in here.
Okay,
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast illuminate, which activates any light sources.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
so
guess
helpful.
and it uses fire. Never mind.
Yeah, I think it has to be open flames.
Yeah.
They explode. No.
Yeah, my
You-
lantern would also be on as well.
You guys are still a good ways away from this bed.
Mhm.
You see, you kind of say that, both of you, Renister and Diego, this tiny mithril construct, like a 6-inch diameter orb with this green crystal-like eye that clearly is what's emanating the magic, Eamon. 6 spindly legs and a pair of fabric wings. And in Dwarvish, GELL are kind of like engraved on the top of the orb. It kind of like scutters out and then like scutters back in almost like skittishly.
Are you Gel or Gel?
Comes back out once you say that.
Are you the only one here?
We mean you no harm, I say in Dwarvish.
It perks up, clearly only recognizing
Yeah.
Dwarvish.
I guess I would have said that
Okay,
in Dwarvish.
wonderful.
I just,
Sweet.
I didn't know if you. I figured you spoke Dwarvish by
Yeah.
now.
I'm glad all of us
Um,
can speak Dwarvish, guys.
I have no idea what's happening.
It like kind of
Hardy,
takes, kind of takes one of its wings.
you can't speak Dwarvish?
No.
Yeah, he speaks 2 languages, Common and Halfling.
And the
Oh.
language of love.
Well, it's just I picked Dwarvish
Clearly you don't.
because I grew up in Wakuzana. So
Yeah.
I'm just smart.
Wing, it kind of like motions with its little wing to like approach almost, to like come closer.
I'll put my whip away, but I'll keep the shield at my side.
Okay.
yeah, I would approach. I mean, I clearly don't have any weapons, so
It still looks pretty skittish, but
Phosphorus, you know what this is?
as you get
I
closer.
kind of like reach my hand
I'm
out
gonna keep
like
back and just keep an eye out for everything else.
Okay, so who's approaching the bed?
Me.
I am.
I would.
Everyone except
as
Phosphorus?
well, I
Yeah.
suppose,
Okay.
Yes.
As you guys get closer, you can see that on the bed, as you kind of get close, you see the face of an elderly dwarf, skin white as snow, bushy white beard and hair, clearly dead. Body very well preserved by the absolutely freezing temperatures. There is kind of like a side table next to him, and Gale kind of like hops up on the bed and just like with its little like crystal scans all of you, not like literally scans, but just
Mhm.
like scans between all of you. Almost like waiting for something.
Maybe we should get Archie down here.
Let's look around a bit more first.
I can go up and get him while you guys do that.
Yeah. Let's just. I'd like to try to see a cause of death.
Yeah, if you want to inspect him, you can.
Yeah, it's.
Give him a once over with medicine.
I
Yeah.
would go up to Gel.
Okay, yeah.
You two can communicate with it. I can go up with Phosphorus if we want to get Archie.
Yeah, we probably don't want to send him alone,
Yes.
just in case.
It's a 25 on medicine.
Okay. Going over him, especially because he's so well preserved, it seems, now that you get a good look at him, this is a very old dwarf. And from all accounts, it looks like
He did expeditions for like hundreds of years, right?
he did expeditions for about a decade. He paid for expeditions for a
paid
couple hundred years. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But the decade he did was towards the end of his life, clearly. It looks pretty cut and dry that he died of natural causes. He just passed away here. It is also worth noting to all of you that the sky shard bits that are left are not even close to enough to power a ship. Probably went to powering constructs, if you had to guess.
But where are those constructs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't see any. Didn't see any.
I just would say out loud, I'd be like, it seems like he just died in his sleep of old age.
Yeah.
Is this Zenod?
As you
don't know.
You approached Gel.
Mm-hmm.
It's that green crystal kind of like slots to the right, and there is a kind of steel rod with a button on it that Eamon immediately recognizes as a recording rod.
It's a recording rod. If you'd like to listen to what I has to say. Phosphorus, before you go, I guess as you're crawling up to leave, there's a recording rod here that,
All right.
I guess, Gel, that's the name for it, Gel has.
It kind of does like a happy skitter. Like,
Yeah.
that's
So
my
I
name, yes.
Take the rod.
Uh-huh.
Like you just press the button. Is that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it should have, depending on its level, it'll say how much it has. It can also, well, how recording rods typically work is they play sights and sounds to the person who recorded it. The whole point is it's not like a speaker system. So maybe that's not how this one works. But
you want to like give it
ideally
once over,
speaking,
like-
We'll try it.
whoever recorded would be the only one to hear it because it comes back to their mind. But I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I
Does
just
someone log
go
it or
for
you
it.
I just click it.
just click
Yeah,
it.
it
see what
does play
happens.
out loud.
Okay.
It does immediately play out loud. Well, so Diego, you grab it and you click the button, and you begin to hear the voice of a dwarf speaking. Welcome to my ship. I wish I was alive to give you a warmer welcome, but alas, the old age has caught up with me. The name's Zenod, former member of Clan Cloudbird, if that helps ring any bells. I've dedicated a good bit of my life to studying the Androphin. They played a part in the creation of Aelios, and I'm so close to figuring out what that part was. I can feel it in me bones, whatever's past that blasted door. Well, my only hope is that you, wherever you are, seek those answers too. Take my tablet. It'll lead you to the door. It locks on to the nearest source of Androphin magic within 10 miles. If Gel did the job, it should be here still. The passphrase to it is Psycho. I think I made a mistake making it that, Gel. Not a day goes by I'm not reminded of what I left behind. But listen to me. Getting all sentimental now on me deathbed. Well, a word of warning, new friends. I put self-turning keys into all me constructs so they should still be functioning, keeping this place above the ice, but without proper upkeep. They've probably gone a bit haywire. Look, I'll stop me rambling and let you get to it. May you succeed where this old dwarf failed. Safe travels, friend. Oh, I almost forgot, Gel. Somewhere in Loklai is a clockwork construct made of mithril. Should be called himself Archibald Brassbeard or Archie. Well, as long as we clan didn't strip him and sell him for parts, which they very well might have. Archie should have a piece of me in him. One that'll let him function much like you or me. All you've got to do is get into Archie's inner workings and allow him to do so. Gail's got a particular piece of sky shard in their sphere for Archie. It holds everything I've learned. If you slot it into Archie's head, they'll be able to relay all of it and assist you on your journey. Well, if that's what he wants. I sure hope it's what he wants. He's my backup plan. Oh, I've seen this thing through to the end, should I perish, and that's looking mighty likely. I often wonder if your mother's got a place for an off food like me, Gil. Guess I'll see you soon enough. Well, once again, safe travels, friend. Stone watch over you. And it ends. And then Gel kind of does a little skitter again, and the thing switches again, and there's a blue crystal now. He waits for someone to grab it.
I grab it.
Okay. And then it runs down the bed, and you hear it pushing something, and a gray stone tablet, roughly the size of a piece of parchment, is pushed out from the bed.
I pick the tablet up. I hand the shard to Phosphorus.
Okay. As soon as you pick up the tablet, it responds to your touch. Arcane sigils and letters in the language of androids come to life across the screen, much like the other one you found. Though the androphan characters for lock is all that appears on the screen.
Yeah. Is there a way to put it in, or is it put a word in? Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
I was trying to not use computer terms.
Oh, sorry. No, there is not. Your best assumption is that you must speak.
Yeah. I'd say Saigo.
Okay. Yeah. The words kind of fade away, and lines of numbers in the shape of an arrow begin to rush across the tablet every 5 seconds. It appears to be locked onto something. You're not really sure what direction is what right now, but
I just show everybody. I'm like, seems familiar, doesn't it?
Can one of you call out in Dwarvish in case any of those other constructs are about?
Sure.
If they've gone haywire.
Should we try to get the body back up to our ship?
Seems like shame to leave him here like this.
Will they accept his body back in
I will
Oakland?
point out, probably not, but I will point out we have no way to keep the body frozen.
Just don't put him near the heating systems. Keep him above
can't
deck.
Where are we going to keep a body?
Yeah, we can't quite leave him just laying on the deck.
I mean, you can as the doctor, I have body bags. Or something of the familiar.
No, I made sure to stock with body bags.
We don't have to just leave a corpse.
Well, I do know that this will be quite the catastrophic turn of events for at least 2 of our crew.
We'll stuff him in the crow's nest.
You can play that however many times you want. Is there any things you want me to clarify what he said about? Just because I only read through it once. I only asked.
The only thing I said the door. Did he say anything else about the door?
Past the door is the key.
He said he's close, and then he says close. I can feel it in my bones. Whatever's past that blasted door holds the answers.
Okay, it didn't
tablet
sound
should
like
take you to the door.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it's that door, literally behind me. That
No.
I forgot the key.
It seems like
forgot the
something-
passcode.
Yeah,
Like,
I
we
think
got it.
This is what we need that construct to drill.
Mhm. I just yeah. I just didn't want to leave without going in a thing if we needed to.
Yeah, no, there's no doors down here, and it does not. Yeah.
Would these constructs, Phosphorus, do you know if they'd be safe? If they went a little haywire? Should we be calling to them?
I mean, the term haywire kind of makes it seem like no, they wouldn't.
Maybe we
They
shouldn't
could be at the location of the door if that is what they are.
Maybe shouting to them now might not be the...
Also, I do want to try to grab that Blitz crystal up top.
Yes, that would be nice to have.
Should we get...
in the weather?
We have that. We can get Archie situated too. It sounds like obviously...
Should we at least
best
try
source of information.
to give the dwarf a proper burial, even if it's his ashes?
I mean, to be fair,
Look at Phosphorus.
I think most dwarves want to be tombed in the ground.
Yep, in stone.
I'm
Honestly,
sorry, the last dwarf.
You
we
do
took care
know,
of
though,
was
he's
ashes.
exiled, so technically if you take him back to Locali, it is a crime, even his corpse.
I think this is a great tomb. He was hunting for his...
Do we just let the frost take it?
Yeah.
We should do something to it, though. Give it some kind of rights, I'd say. Ren, can you take care of that
I can
portion?
give him a similar one that I did for the dwarf in Wakuzana.
We can also mark his location on the map so everyone knows where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it will be buried. Be hard to find, especially considering the storm.
Whoever wants to come this far to find it, it'll be worth at
I
least
mean, the
knowing
only way
where.
that we found it was the thing we're taking.
I know.
Either way, I do think it is only fair that we give him a proper burial.
Do we have enough room for a blitz that big on our ship?
Center of deck. I just want it right
Well,
now.
I don't
while we're
mean
in the
room.
storm.
I mean literal weight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying we keep it forever. Just right now we're in this storm.
Yeah, we need it, I think.
Gail kind of skitters up to your foot, Diego, and like kind of like skitters back and forth a bit. Like,
yeah, I reach down and like, I don't like just pick him up.
yeah, he'll hop on your hand,
Yeah.
and then like come on your shoulder.
I put him in my top hat.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
for sure. Close his wings.
Should we look around here for a bit?
Yeah, maybe make sure we're not missing anything.
Well, I guess if we bring Archie down and Archie has all the memories, Archie could just show us where everything
we
is.
tell him beforehand? He did just gain sentience, and this has been wondering where the other half of him is.
It sounds
Well,
like Zenod
it's,
planned for this.
Yeah, it'll complete the rest of his memories.
Sure, but I don't know what this effect could have on a newly sentient being to just be shown your body without any preparation.
If Zenod seemed confident in it and didn't put out any more details about what to do.
He's also a dying man. He had a lot to cover.
Yeah, I figured we'd just go back to the ship now and give him the thing.
Well, yeah, I don't mind saying that, but if we're bringing him down here, that should definitely be something we preface.
Yeah. I don't think we just bring him down, say, look at your dead body, and then give him
Well,
the
that's what I'm
memories.
saying.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Yeah.
should do that.
I don't know if we have to bring him down anymore.
Right.
Sounds good.
Who's going to break the news to Beulah? Do we tell her? This is our hero.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll be okay.
Well, we
I'll-
we
I'll
can't go
talk
with
to
that
her.
assumption.
Well, I mean, if she's not, I mean, like, I'm not gonna.
She's just
The whole point is, what do we do? Hide it until later?
No,
Or-
I'm saying we talk to her about it, but
I'll
Yeah.
talk to her.
You can say it
Okay.
gently, but I think she deserves to know.
All
sure.
of you hear the sounds of heavy footsteps on the deck above you,
I wonder if those are the
and every so
constructs.
often a clang of a pick against ice.
I pull my whip out.
I mean, too
But
fair.
they're the constructs.
Yeah, we
Found
could-
them.
We could go up see if they're
Maybe
truly
Gel can still
haywire.
communicate with them in a way that's non-hostile.
I would lead the way.
Okay, you guys just want to walk out.
Yeah.
I would have my shield raised.
I'll be right behind him.
Don't think
Okay.
it matters.
I'll be
as-
up
I don't
there
think it
as
matters
well.
that much to move half speed when we're going such short distance.
Correct. Yeah, you see two clockwork constructs, much bulkier than Archie. They look like almost armored, made of mithril, humanoid looking, 6 feet tall. They have these hefty pickaxes in their hands that they kind of swing with all their might into the ice, just chipping away what little buildup. Clearly, these are the things that have been keeping this open. All of you notice they have spiked feet, presumably to walk on the ice, and you kind of open the door to come out. As soon as you do so, they both turn to you and get in like an aggressive stance, and we'll roll for initiative. Unless you want him to do anything, I'm going to exclude Gel.
He's in my top hat.
Okay. He will be affected by AoEs if that comes up. But to give you the setup, there is one on the starboard side, one on the port side, kind of digging away on each side. They've both turned. They're just off the ship. Ships are 25 feet wide. Each of them is probably about 25 feet from the door you just opened.
Okay.
And Eamon goes first.
I need their corpses.
I cast Chain Lightning on the
Yeah, I was going to
closest
say,
one.
we found our mithril
Okay.
source.
Yeah. So you kind of can reach over anyone in front of you and cast that spell, and then I will roll their saves. One got a 13.
So fail.
Uh-huh. The other one got a natural 20, so critical success.
There's only two of them here.
Yes.
Okay.
Starting off strong. No, Chain
fine.
Lightning. That's a 6th level spell.
Whatever. These things seem scary.
So give me that damage for one of them.
39 lightning damage. 39 electricity damage.
Yes.
Lightning damage.
And it does. So you. Well, what does that look like? Because technically, this is the first time on recording you're casting this crazy spell.
Yeah, essentially it just kind of like starts from my chest and the lightning wraps around my whole arm and casts out
Yeah.
to the one. Tries to go for
that-
the other one and
Is that with the
This
6
is-
gear and extra for being?
Yes,
Okay, sweet.
that's including the extra.
Yeah, and it absolutely takes a huge. It like runs through one of them and then jumps to the other, which completely ducks and it just hits into the ice and snow. But the one you do hit, pieces of it start to fall off, and it seems that the electricity deeply wounds whatever functions this thing has, meaning it has a weakness to electricity damage. And it is broken, we'll call it. Bloodied.
Oiling.
Yeah, oiling.
Um,
So that's 2 actions.
okay, then I will use quicken casting and cast electric arc on the same one.
Okay. Another reflex save. That's a nat 1.
Damn.
Crit fail.
Yep.
I'll only be fighting one.
I may not fight him.
Yeah.
So it's just double. I've never crit before.
You can either roll and
never
double what
crit
you
before.
rolled, or you can roll double the dice.
Okay, that's 40 electricity damage.
Okay.
And it does jump to the next person as well.
That's correct. That's a failure.
So that's just
13.
so 40 and 20.
Okay. So you
Electricity damage.
obliterate one of them.
So a big lightning bolt and then a smaller lightning bolt.
Yes. Kind of with your other hand, and it goes right through the kind of head component of that one as it just falls to the ground in a hump. Yeah, and the other one, it kind of sparks through, the electricity runs through it. It's still doing pretty okay. End
Yeah.
of your turn. That was your 3 actions.
Yep.
The one remaining construct will stride up to Renisteer.
My shield is raised.
Yep. It will swing at you with its great pick. It's a 20 to hit.
Nope.
Yep. And then you see the plating on it, on its chest, extend out and then extend into this fan and like cover it from the front. It essentially has raised a shield in function. And then it is Phosphorus's turn.
Well,
Or Renistier's. You technically
I
go.
was going to buff our speed, but
Might not matter as much.
no. And since he
You
killed
bodied
one
it,
of them,
yeah.
I'm like, why don't you go first?
It's almost defeated for a positive thing.
I realized all of my attacks are area, and I don't want to damage the ferry.
Or the ship you're on. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah,
Register.
okay. I
We
mean,
could dig this ship out and take it home with us.
I guess I'll just make this easier.
Sell it to pay the crew.
How much bulk is that? God damn.
Is there still mithril wind breaks on this thing?
Yeah.
It's covered nice though, isn't it?
We
For
could
the
just
most- we could dig it out.
We could just scoot the blitz.
You can also
That's true. That's a good
take
point.
Right?
take a good look at that hunk of mithril that destroyed construct just became.
Well, we're trying to get as much as we
I
can.
want more.
Yeah.
We're gonna camp here for weeks.
But
That is true.
anyways,
I'm going to just trip him.
okay.
Let's see if there's-
Athletics.
28.
It's critical success.
Nice. So he takes damage as well.
Yep. 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Falls on his ass.
It's going to be a 1.
I hope it is.
2.
So
He
yeah.
explodes.
Are you using the scorpion or the normal one?
Probably scorpion. It has
Okay.
heat.
Yeah,
It's
it is
cold.
on fire.
Yes.
Don't forget that. Hello, Jack here in post. Real quick, just to remind everyone, because we kind of breezed over that. Renisteer has 2 whips. One of them just a normal chain whip that does non-lethal damage. However, it does have the Ghost Touch rune, which means it can affect incorporeal beings such as, well, ghosts and specters and all those sorts of things. And then he has a Scorpion whip, which is also a chain whip, except it's bladed near the end. It doesn't do non-lethal damage, and it has a flaming rune, so it also does additional fire damage as those blades are on fire. It's been a lot of episodes since Renisteer has needed to use either whip, so I figured I'd just jump in real quick to remind everyone that's what we're talking about here. Anyways, right back to it. But yeah, you wrap it around his leg and pull, and it fucking drops like a rock.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just holding out for Diego to dumpster this thing, so I'm just going to hit him.
Yeah. The only thing you can do is move out of the way.
I don't know.
but-
Phosphorus goes next, so
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I could move out of the way.
Are we all just caught in this doorway?
Yeah, I mean, Renistier's in it, so...
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
move out
it's
of the
right
way.
out of it. Okay. Just step back. Back?
Not
Step to
back
the
because
side.
we're
To the
behind
side,
him.
I mean.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Step to the side.
Step back and close the door.
Is he going to be long enough for me to raise my shield? For me needing to raise my shield. No, I'm just going to hit him. I'm going to hit
Yeah,
him.
I was going to say, you did just move out of the way. So second multi-attack penalty. Because trip is the attack trait.
25.
That hits.
Cool.
Did you kill it?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I haven't even hit it.
Don't forget your D6
Yes.
fire damage.
Okay, so that's 17 from the whip, and then 5 fire damage. So 22 in total, but I'm assuming the fire
17 for the
It'll
whip.
come.
5 for the fire.
You do notice
Fire not as much.
as the sorry, this should have happened with the bludgeoning as well. But these things are incredibly sturdy.
Right.
They have resistance
Mine's
to physical
slashing.
damage.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter then.
Yeah. However, as you do slash into it, you kind of slash a bunch of parts apart, and it is oiled.
That's my turn. Don't wear it out.
Phosphorus.
All right. I'm going to loose times arrow when I cast that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that hits all of us. Everybody gets a free step or stride.
What does that look like?
I'll mimic like I'm pulling a bow, and everywhere a bow shape would be, all the snow that's falling just goes like way faster.
You should have gone first, because then I could have just got the free move out of the way.
Yeah, I kind of thought you would kill him
What makes you think that? I'm the trip guy.
because he did electricity damage. That's why.
I don't do that much damage,
Anyway.
bro. That was a near max damage for me.
Anyway, I
next?
do that, and then I stride back once because I can,
Okay.
and then
Flex on him. Fuck him up.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I will, if I pull somebody into somebody, does that do anything? Like if I pull them into Renisteer, will that do anything?
Unless it says so, no.
You just trying to use me as a
Opportunity
weapon?
attack?
I'm just trying to use spells
I'm
at
not
this point.
prickly.
I'm going to just cast a message to, I don't know. I back up, and again, I stride twice.
Okay.
I got nothing
Fall
else,
back
man.
down the stairs we came.
Wait, so what did you give me?
You have a free stride or step.
So you can get to it for free, essentially. And it is your turn.
Wasn't I right there?
No.
You're behind me.
The only one who was close to it was Renisteer.
Well, I
But he
said I
moved
was
out of the way.
right behind Renisteer.
Yeah. I mean, it would still be a step or a stride. But yeah.
It's free anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm going to argue anyway. So,
Okay.
fuck you.
So free, quickened action, step or stride up to it. What next?
Then I'll exploit that vulnerability.
Okay. Roll a Terragor.
I will do that thing, sure. That is a tasty 21.
That is a success. It has a weakness to electricity, but it's only 5, so you don't want to exploit that.
So, yeah.
So 8 extra damage.
Yeah, so 8
'Cause you
extra
wanna
damage
exploit
ready.
a Personal.
And then I'll key strike is a key point, yeah?
A focus point.
A focus point, yeah,
Yeah.
because they're the same.
All the same, yep.
And then flurry.
Yeah, that's part of casting it.
It is, huh?
Yep. Yep. So go for
Oh,
it. Give me those 2 attacks.
I see, said the blind man. All right. And I do use the multi-attack.
Yeah, first one should be plus 10, second one should be plus 6, I believe.
Yeah. So 23
First one hits, yep.
and 19.
Both hit.
What does this look like again? I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, let me roll damage first.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just a little lost on what's
So my
happening.
brain doesn't just implode. So I'm going to do force damage with the key
Okay.
strike. And is that on both?
Yep.
Okay. So
Extra damage is also on both.
I'm
for
gonna-
exploiting vulnerability. Hello, GM Jack here with a quick rules correction. Flurry of Blows combines the damage of both strikes into one big hit, meaning the extra damage Diego gets from exploit vulnerability should only apply once, not for each individual strike. I get this wrong until the start of level 14 this season. For reference, the guys are level 12 now. As always, that's ultimately my bad. Now back to the action.
So that's 20 bludgeoning.
Is that what the 32 guaranteed?
No. That's just the bludgeoning roll.
Yeah, plus you're guaranteed,
Okay.
which is 8, and then you
Mhm.
exploited, so 8
Okay.
twice.
I was giving you the
216.
bludgeoning so you could
So is that as well. That's
yeah,
why I'm
not
adding
my
it.
vulnerability, not the
Oh,
like
well, so the
exploit.
other 8, so 16.
Mhm.
So what did you get?
So it'd be 36 divided by
Okay.
2 or not divided by 2 because that's not how that works in this game.
Yep, correct.
But then the other stuff they don't resist, right?
Correct. And it has 4 health left.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling like 8 more times.
Yeah,
So
correct. You literally can't get less than it.
So yeah, basically Diego just steps up and then just like takes a deep breath with his hand, like his palm, just starts glowing a little bit, and then he just really like puts his whole back into it and just slaps once across his face and once across his face again, forward and back, and his face just comes off.
Yeah, the faceplate flies off, the head completely spins around and like corks off the top, and it lays there motionless.
Where does the faceplate go?
Oh, it's gone. Long gone.
God
you
damn
actually
it.
can't recover it. It disintegrates. He can't disintegrate with his hands. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you can get it.
Diego has this thing where anything that Phosphorus wants, I delete.
Yeah.
I want Diego to have a happy life.
Well, already on it, bud.
Okay, that's it.
Wonder if those were the only ones?
Did it look like there was room for more than 2?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there was
That's what I
one
thought.
room for a very big one, and
Yeah,
these were
The driller.
Well, to the ship.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here. Grab the orb.
The oar's massive, man.
We'll have to send down ropes for it, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Turn
like
it
10
off
feet
first.
down.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's
can do
another
it.
construct though. Don't we want Mithril?
Well, we don't know where it is, though.
We'll have security come down, and we can have an excavation
Well,
team
if
come
we
and
take
bring things up.
if we take the blitz, it's going to be
How heavy is one of the windbreaks?
I feel like it take a crew working for like days to dig out everything. And
We could move the blitz
Salvage
or
it.
use fire.
yeah, couple bulk, one or probably 2.
2 bull for the entire windbreak?
Yeah,
I mean, it's mithril.
it's like a sheet of mithril. It's not thick.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it currently sitting on a piece of like the wood of the ship, or what's it sitting on?
It's kind of like in the ice, a good chunk of it.
yeah. We just move the blitz over.
Yeah. Could you
Can I disintegrate the ice without touching the mithril?
Yeah, 100%.
I will absolutely burn a 6th level spell for this.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
First, I'll make sure we get like I'll talk to Well and Weck, and I'll make sure we get like what we need to actually carry shit into the ship.
Okay,
So like ropes or chains or however we're gonna move it, and then I'll disintegrate it so we hook it up quick and get it to the
what
ship.
does that look like?
I mean, it's the same thing. I like write. It's a much longer like phrase, I guess. Just it's like a much longer formula before it turns into almost like this green beam
Yeah.
that just hits the ice and just everything
Yeah.
just vanishes.
Yeah, like a good chunk of it's gone.
before we salvage things, should we let the crew know what's happening or what has happened?
You also have a crystal with Archie's name on it. So you have disintegrated the stuff around the mithril sheet. There's 2 piles of mithril constructs. There's a blitz orb.
We're probably taking
What are
that.
we doing?
I
Course
think
of
he's going to go
action.
talk to Weck.
Yeah, Well and Weck. Basically,
Well,
I'm going to load up a ferry, take it up, drop off the construct.
Yeah, we're
parts,
taking the construct parts at least.
and then I'm going to start talking to Well and Weck about what we're grabbing down there.
I think
Okay.
we're getting ahead of ourselves. We can only fit how many people on the ferry right now?
3.
So
That's
let's get on, go talk to everyone, not just about parts, but also about like what all they
What's
can see is a
happening?
dot. So let's do all of
Yes.
that
Yeah.
first.
Could
Then
you
we
guys
can
send
start
Perrin back
the scrapping
down?
job.
Can't you talk to him like telepathically?
Yeah.
I can just
can?
fly up to
Yeah.
the
I
ship.
didn't remember if I had that yet.
Yeah.
All of us
I-
can fly
have
without
him
a ferry.
Come back
So
down.
come back down.
I already burned a
Okay.
6th level spell for this. I'm not burning more spells.
Mine's not a 6th level spell.
No, I burned disintegrate. I don't want to use any other spells.
Mine's a toy.
Anyway.
I use
Yeah.
God.
All of you come back up. Everyone's kind of waiting, weapons out.
Is everybody on the top deck? I'm sure I think
just
we
your-
told people specifically to stay below
just
deck.
your combatants. are
I
back.
would just go and find Beula.
Let's get out of the weather and we can talk below deck.
Okay,
perhaps.
you want everyone to go below deck?
I got work to do.
Can you spare 5
I'm
minutes,
asking,
Phosphorus?
do you want anyone to keep watch? Is basically what I'm asking.
I'm
We can keep Weck on top steering.
alone.
He's not a combatant either.
Yeah, no, he's not.
No,
I mean, we have lots of things protecting like an aerial elemental and fog and
It's not. I mean,
for 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want. We can also
you don't
float
have to.
like
I'm just clarifying.
500
Is
feet
everyone
higher in
going
the
below
air.
deck or not?
Like I mean, do
what
you,
are we talking
do you,
about?
do you
Vaz?
need me to go below deck?
You don't have to, I
Okay.
guess.
What are we
But-
talking about?
Because I guess
What we found,
Okay.
the conclusion of our trip to find Zenod and how Zenod is currently doing, perhaps, and shouting it over a blizzard full of wind and snow.
Well, we could
Isn't
maybe
quite
leave
as
Archie
comfy.
up here because I think that's going to be a one-on-one conversation we'll have with him.
Yeah, like I said, I would just look at Eamon and just like, I'm gonna go talk to Beulah first before we talk to everybody else. I just want to
Sure, you can go talk
make
to
sure
her.
it
in her room.
lands easier
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
her.
I just want the rest of the crew to be up to speed.
Was that
Yes.
was that in character?
Yes,
Yeah. Mostly for efficiency's sake, just so we only have to say it once.
I lost the accent a little bit.
Yeah,
Is
you
that-
lost the
Yeah.
a little bit.
When
there.
he gets serious, he's American.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go find Beulah. Diego. She's just in the commons area with everyone else.
Beulah!
As everyone comes down.
Can I speak with you for a minute?
Yeah.
I start walking,
Oh,
assuming
okay, yeah.
she's
She'll follow
following
you.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to your room.
Yeah, or hers. And
Okay.
I just like sit down
Uh-huh.
at the tea table, and well, I guess we go to her room because I'm like right next to the common area.
Yeah, true. Yep. Sure.
Um,
They don't have tables or anything, just a desk and stuff.
I
So she'll
just-
sit on her bed if you want.
yeah,
to
I
pull the
just
chair.
motioned to
Yeah.
sit down, just sit next to her. Beulah, it's tough to say this, but we did find Zenod.
Was that tough?
Context clues, man. He unfortunately didn't make it.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
He left us a recording rod. And it gave us a lead to finish his work.
He's down there? His
Yes.
corpse?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. What's the lead?
There's a door we need to go through. We're working on it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That sucks. Huh. Like a lot.
Yes.
Damn. Do I want to know how?
Peacefully.
Okay. That's good.
And he didn't, I don't know. You can listen to the recording sometime, but
Okay.
he wasn't distressed, and
Follow-up question.
yes.
How come your hat moves sometimes?
Oh yes. I take the top hat off.
Yeah. Every so often Gail would reposition. Yeah.
This is Gail.
Okay. Hello. She's unsure what level because Archie is very clearly.
Do you speak
Something.
Dwarvish?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
Try speaking in Dwarvish when you talk to him.
She says hello in Dwarvish.
I kind of like
Purrs up a little bit.
like nod my head a little bit so he like comes down.
Yeah. Let's go down.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he? It?
This was the construct that we found with Zenod.
Oh. Okay.
He held the recording rod.
Good to meet you. She like extends a hand to it, and it
It's,
doesn't. Yeah, it does not.
Not one of those. Doesn't have hands.
Well, okay. It has. I didn't. Okay. It's got this. Okay. Anything else?
Are you okay?
No.
I just like incredibly awkwardly just like slowly reach my hand out and like pat her shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, if you need anything, you can talk to any of us.
Okay.
But we're going to address the rest of the crew if you'd like to stay back here.
No, I'll come. I want to be a part of it.
All right. Come on, Gail. I
Yeah.
let my,
Hold on,
my top hat down
Yeah.
so you can get back in.
Yeah, he hops in it. Yeah, you guys come back out.
I imagine he's just so comfortable in your hat already.
Mm-hmm.
Eamon and Renister and are there? Was Phosphorus doing?
He's
It's actually one of those,
talking.
like, he's
Well,
like
I'm
one
on
of those
deck.
head
Okay,
scratchers.
wonderful.
I'm happy to tell them if you want, or
I can handle it if you want. I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
okay. Is everyone here? Just like
Yeah.
sitting in the
Baptiste is handing out snacks.
tables and stuff. Nice.
Thank you.
Just wanted
Thank
to,
you, Baptiste Fontaine.
Yeah, and tea.
Just wanted to bring everybody up to speed. Those of you that haven't seen yet, there's a ship a few hundred feet below us in the ice. Come to find out, that was Zenod's vessel. We found Zenod aboard, who had passed peacefully. I'm not sure how recently. There was a lead into his work that he wished for others to continue at some point. Not much more to go on other than that. Just wanted to get you all up to speed. Phosphorus will be talking to some of you, mostly the engineers, about there are a few things down there that we could possibly salvage to assist in our ship and various things around here. He'll come find you individually and go from there. If any of you have any questions, go about your duties as normal. If we need anything specific from you, one of us will come find you. Not exactly the result we were wanting, but we got here safely and we found at least what we had aimed to find. We found Zenod and found some of his work, and we'll give you more updates as we learn more.
Beulah raises her hand.
Yes, Beulah.
What? She kind of fiddles with her hands. What are we doing with his body?
That is what we're trying to figure out.
We've discussed it a bit. There's a few options out there. We want to make sure Zenod gets a proper burial, no matter where that may be. We're not quite sure where that will be yet, but we will let you know as soon as we do.
Okay.
Also, don't forget everyone, the sign-up sheet for worship team is in the commons area. We need more people. Backup singer.
God damn it.
We're passing the plate.
Backup singer, you're the singer.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Anything else you guys want to address the crew about?
Anyone who doesn't need to be above deck should stay down here for warmth's sake. It's cold enough it could be harmful. Those of you that do go down, dress warm as you can. But Phosphorus will be around to talk to those of you that will be going down.
We might also have something that will help keep the deck a little bit warmer. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. So what's the plan?
As soon as I see someone like come up on deck, I'll just call down for the other engineers.
Okay.
Did you pass the message on to Weck?
Yeah.
I suppose.
And I think we're probably talking right now about how to get everything up.
I would ask the other two then, when are we doing the thing with Archie?
Well, we can take care of that now if you want.
Go to the engine room, maybe.
We may need phosphorus for that.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he has the thing.
It's not just
Well,
a slot.
not only does he have the thing, but
Not just like a USB you plug in.
No, it's not that simple.
How did I not notice he had that shape on that hole in his forehead?
It's a plug and play this whole
Sky
time.
shard shaped.
Yeah.
memory goes here.
Maybe wait till the day's done and we have maybe the scrap settled. and
Yeah,
things like
maybe
that.
we handle
And-
the movement first.
Do we have a plan for the body?
My vote would be if we are heading back to Outpost 1 once we leave this island. I think that'd be a good enough burial place as any. It's a place his body's allowed. It's a place that he bought. It's a place that he founded.
I also liked him there
Yes.
quite a bit, it seemed.
And that's also a place that is a little more visitable perhaps by family and friends if there were a need to go visit him.
We
That's all depending if we go back to Outpost 1.
I don't know that the dwarves could visit him, I'm afraid.
Are they allowed to
From the
leave at
city.
all?
No, they can't leave the hold. No. The only time they're allowed to leave the hold is in times of war, which they're not currently in.
I do think
so we
it's-
start a war.
it was
Step 1,
I like this.
we bomb
It was-
Loquai.
it was his
Dude, that's a crazy plot to let Saigo visit her grandfather's grave.
She has to get
Start a
drafted.
Fucking war. That's
summer.
crazy.
We send a letter,
Holy
there's like,
shit.
enlist in the Marines. Don't ask
Sorry.
why.
That's just such a crazy
A story.
So
of
did the
one girl.
recording say something about like where the door is? Or they said
It
something
says the
about
tablet will help you
tablet,
find it.
yeah.
So I'm guessing it points to it.
I mean,
why do I
context
remember something about 10 miles? Was
the tablet
radius of the
locks
tablet.
onto a source, the strongest source of Andromeda magic
within 10 miles?
within 10 miles. If there isn't one, it doesn't lock onto anything.
I do.
Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to investigate that Androphan.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's
Source
any way we'll be able
first.
to come back if we're taking this one singular landmark. So this might be
Yeah.
something we have to do
I
right
say
away.
we take the body, and if it ends up not working out, I mean, now that everyone knows it's not going to, we can find a way to store it in a way
Well,
that's
to be
respectful.
honest,
Mhm.
it seems like this was the most important piece of work to him. So maybe we figure out what happens and we bury him at the location.
Either way, it involves us bringing him on
Correct.
board.
Yes.
If we find a space for him and
and
the
then Ren-
doctors.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could put a bed sheet over him or something, turn
Yeah.
it into a temporary morgue.
I can keep him in the doctor's quarters for now if he needs to. And Ren, I know Phosphorus is going to start sending people down. That could be a pretty big security risk
I know.
with the other androids out there. Do you want to maybe go talk to Phosphorus or
Yes,
whoever's
I'll be
planning
going
to go
down as well. I can also provide Overwatch with Perrin, which might be the better
Maybe
option.
bring
Well,
Hobgoblin with you.
you can see out better, correct? I could lend
yeah.
Perrin to you if you want to keep an Overwatch.
Yeah,
And I
I
can,
can
be on the
always.
floor.
I can cast message from the ship. I could be looking out from this high
True.
up in the ship.
That is a good point.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could. Getting all that, because what do you want? You just want the mithril
The mithril,
constructs?
the construct pieces, and the blitz orb.
And it's
then
what,
we're
like
getting the
7
body.
a.m. now or something.
Yeah, that would only take a couple hours to do, and you
Yeah,
can get
I'd
it all
just
up
be
there.
flying above and with Perrin.
How much bulk with the corpse is that?
With the corpse is probably 20, but the corpse is a good chunk of that. It's probably 8.
God.
Bulk,
Shit.
yeah, dwarves are fucking stocky,
Jeez.
dude. He's also frozen solid. During that, no security stuff. Do you go through kind of the bottom at all? No one ever really went through all those workstations and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
why I thought
I'd-
having Archie down there.
I'd probably start like once like the engineering team and all that. I'd probably bring everyone down.
Oh, yeah, you do take Zenod up to the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. Or,
I'll work on finding a
Oh
way
yeah.
to.
Wait. Should we talk to do we do the Archie
yeah, I
thing
was gonna
first
say, is
before
there
the corpse
anything
goes
you
up?
specifically do with Archie?
Probably.
Yeah, we could always wrap him up a bit so Archie wouldn't see it. Right
I would
away.
imagine the Archie thing is gonna take a while. It's gonna be a long conversation, I would assume.
Correct. And you have to install the thing in his head.
I could just bring a box down and we just put the note in the box, take them up.
Amazon package.
some sort of vessel to hold him so that Archie doesn't see
Yeah,
the
that's
corpse.
fine. Yeah.
Is there anything in the shit like the bottom? Do you want to roll for it?
Roll perception.
Could I bring some of the other engineering guys down there and Gil?
Yeah, I think I just stay on the ship for all of this. so.
Okay.
Coin.
You're good.
Okay.
Most of this stuff has been here long enough or hasn't been used long enough that it's not really of use to you guys. One thing you do of note is that you do find a pair of kind of chain boot coverings with spikes on the bottom, clearly meant to be put on boots to traverse on ice. If the rest of this place is to be similar to this, if you are to walk on the ground, it is just straight up ice.
Should probably give that to Diego.
This is also something that you could try to make some more of. That would take some time. You don't have to though.
Okay.
But yeah, you do find a pair of those. They're loose enough or tight enough that they can go on anybody's parachute.
size fits all.
Try Diego.
Okay, so Diego gets those, and you guys can get Zenod's body up, covered into the medical area pretty easily. No issues there. And for the Archie stuff, well, I don't know where you want to do the Archie stuff.
Probably in one of our rooms.
Yeah,
Be the most private place.
I just don't know where. I mean, probably
Captain's
not
quarters, perhaps.
Phosphorus's then.
The open
Yeah.
engine.
Currently, unless you guys want to change things, people were helping get stuff up and stuff. I'm gonna assume default all the non-combatants are just below deck right now. Someone's, I believe, God, is it Well or Weck? Who's the?
I think
And we agreed not
Weck
to take Archie.
is the pilot. Well
below.
is the mechanic.
Right. That's the. Not to take Archie to the where Zenod died.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's your body.
Yeah, Weck is.
Well, the
pilot.
body's gone now.
Is it?
It's in my office in a box.
It's in my office.
Well,
Weck-
it's there.
It's in my desk.
Weck is currently piloting. Thress, Gil.
We really need a pilot.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
I mean,
The
you
wind-
can tell him to come down.
the wind
but
will just blow
if
it
something
away.
needs to move quickly, like you would want someone there. Gil and Thress up on deck, keeping an eye out. Those are kind of your two main combatants. I mean, Archie would be another one, but obviously you want to talk to him below deck. I don't know if you want.
We also got that giant mithril thing up, didn't we? The windbreak.
Yeah, you've probably broken it down so that it's carryable, because it'd be quite cumbersome to just like in
Are we-
this wind and snow.
Are we over bulk now?
No.
No.
Okay.
We're actually we have 0 bulk.
The good thing is mithril is super light. So really the things you're mainly worried about are the blitz orb and
The body,
which are
which get us to 0
We can
bulk.
make one of those things much smaller very soon.
But yeah, I don't know. Are we going captain's quarters for Archie?
Yeah, I guess.
Who wants to grab?
Do you have a do not disturb sign
I
on
can-
the outside of the
I
door?
guess I can go grab him.
Because he'd probably just be he wasn't allowed below deck before. I mean, it's not like he wasn't allowed, but you wanted him up there while you
He was
took the
secure
note.
Oh, that's
top.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so he'd be up there keeping watch. Okay. Yeah. Ahoy!
Hi. You want to come down with me? We're going to go talk about that question you want answered.
Aye aye.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll come down.
Real quick, did we already establish if we're wanting to tell him that he's dead, or are we just doing the chip in his head?
Let's start with the chip, and then
Because he might know he's dead.
He doesn't ever have to know. Really? I'm just kidding. We can,
Well,
we
yeah,
can probably.
then for eternity,
Well, he
he's gonna be
may-
like, where am I?
yeah, he may keep looking for himself. So
So the chip, can we go over what
Well, so it's not a chip.
Zenod?
It's
It's a
key.
USB drive.
No, it's like
We're
a
all
floppy
wrong.
disk.
it's not perfectly smooth, but it's like a cut piece of sky shard. Roughly in the shape of a rectangle, but again like jagged edges, not like it's smoothed off.
I guess
Yeah.
I just have a note that says Archie is the key. So I'm trying to figure out what I was going to
We need to, we need to, we need to find the log.
Archie is the key.
I was pulling my bangs to the side while I
But
was
yeah.
writing it.
I mean, there's enough seating in here with the tea table in your desk. But yeah, Archie
I'll have
would
some
come in.
tea.
He doesn't really sit, so he would just stand.
Hey,
Ahoy, Captain!
Go ahead and close the door behind you, Archie.
Ahoy! He'll close the
I
door.
don't know why this looks like he's getting fired or something.
Yeah.
Do you want
Hey.
to ring the bell at all?
Yeah, I'll ring the bell.
Okay.
Actually, you have the bell.
That's right. You gave me. Yeah. I will ring the
I
bell.
imagine it tied to your tail.
No.
But it doesn't make any sound, so that's actually perfect.
No.
Do you have the bell?
perfect.
Yeah, because I gave you the bag.
Stuffed in his cheeks.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. One of us will have the bell.
Yeah, you guys can ring the bell.
It's probably in my stuff.
Ding, ding.
Archie just kind of stands there waiting for what? Anything, really.
You want me to try to put it in? You want to talk to him first?
Just insert it.
In my. Okay.
I don't know anything about any of
I'm
this.
gonna hold. I'm gonna hold the
I
shard.
Exactly.
Not on it.
Oh, poor Marcy.
Yeah, closer.
I trust Phosphorus for this one.
I will hold up the shard.
Okay.
I've got to. I got to attach this to you.
Aye, aye.
Okay.
He'll turn around.
All right.
Well, I guess he won't turn around because he doesn't know what you're going to do.
Yeah. I'll go find wherever.
Yeah. You,
I opened it last time.
It was. I think it was said head. So if you want to
Okay.
start digging around in his head,
Go ahead and just like sit on the ground.
yeah, he'll get on his knees. Give me a crafting check. Does anyone wish to assist?
Well, I was going to take my top hat off and ask Gel if he knows what he's doing there. Do you know how to help put the memory thing in there? You were carrying it. I didn't know.
Goes little spider robot thing.
Yeah, because, yeah. So maybe you can just sneak in there and like point out where he needs to go.
Gil will clamber down to come assist you.
I'm still just going to keep having tea. I don't know
Um,
anything.
I don't do that.
Welcome to my
I
life.
have a +1 in crafting, so
Just
I
kidding.
also
He
do.
absolutely will not. He has no capabilities to
just
do
make
so.
the worst.
Okay.
He would be rolling with a -5.
Oh,
He scurries back in the
Well,
top
He
hat.
is a mindless construct.
He's like,
with
gets in the way.
negative
I'm like,
intelligence.
fuck, get
So-
out.
I feel like I might
Yeah.
have something where I can assist you with using a different skill, but I don't know about that. maybe not.
I can help, but you probably don't want me to.
I would allow Arcana for this to assist because this is an inherently
pretty
Has the
baller
highest
Arcana, right,
Arcana.
Diego?
What about esoteric lore?
No.
Frick.
I can do Arcana.
Do I get a bonus for already doing
I
this
have a
once?
+5.
Same.
You,
Go for it.
No, you go for
no
it.
one has to.
I'm
I
the
was just
captain.
asking.
I know. No, I'm saying, do I get a bonus for already doing this once?
No.
I'll happily help you.
Your bonus is having a plus.
What are you doing to
13
help me?
crafting.
Using Arcana, duh.
Yeah.
What is your Arcana?
+5. It's not great.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
okay.
I know your crafting and your Arcana are better
Correct.
than mine.
It is.
But just use what you're good at.
If you wish to, or you just don't have to. It doesn't matter.
I have written down that my T lore is +80. So,
Well, it's not tea related, unfortunately.
damn it.
But yeah, if you want to help by just
I'll mostly just like hold the flashlight. Like
yeah, the magical
I'll
flashlight.
cast. Dude, that actually could be a thing. I use Arcana. I cast light cantrip.
Yeah, the illuminated.
And he's just like, "Can you hold it still?"
yeah.
Steady.
I'm trying.
This is why I didn't want to help.
That's a 7.
Okay.
So
Just
mine-
nothing.
Oh, good. 28.
28.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
behind your head, so the shadow of your head's just covering your workspace.
So this would take probably 30 minutes of
Oh,
it's
the bell's no longer up.
very complex just a lot of both magical and mechanical inner workings that have to be moved and then like replaced to like have this thing be like slotted in and connected to everything else.
I
Want to
eventually
play
just
some
go sit
cards or
down.
something, Renister? Or
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. So
yeah,
I eventually put the flashlight down and come sit by you guys and just know it's not working.
Gail, you in on this? You in on these cards?
Gail will come over. He doesn't understand though. He's got -5 intelligence.
I'm trying to teach him how to play whatever we're playing.
Good.
He does not have the capacity.
Diego also doesn't know how to play.
That's fair.
Crafting going well over there.
Oh, fuck the fuckers.
Okay.
But yeah, it slots in. There's kind of a stream of blue light that kind of runs from his head down the rest of him. Zenod has been found, and in his death, he has given the party all the tools they'll need to continue his work, though plenty of questions still remain unanswered. What door was he talking about? What exactly will installing the Sky Shard into Archie do? How many more murderous constructs are out there? All of this and more, next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.